What's going on? Ryan Troy back with another video for you today, and this is going to be my part 2. But if you didn't watch part 1, you're still good. You're going to learn nice, valuable information. Okay. Now, let me just summarize what part 1 was, and then we'll jump into what part 2 is going to be all about. So in part 1, I wanted to test out 3 different modifiers for, a portrait beauty shoot, and just see what the difference would be. Okay. So I tested out the way I usually do my beauty shoots, which would be a large umbrella. I tested out a softbox, and I tested out a beauty dish. Now on this one, I didn't do what I did on that one, which was also change it to be coming from the left side down at a 45-degree angle. And the purpose of this video that I'm doing here today is the fact that I got some people in the comment section that was telling me, hey Ryan, that light is way too far back. Maybe you need to practice some. Maybe you need to practice. And me being the person that I am, I was like, all right, you know what? Let's go back to the lab, AKA the studio, and let's put this to the test, right? Because usually when I shoot with the umbrella, I usually do have it behind me, right? So it is a bit of a distance, and I like how it feels to face. Now, using that beauty dish like I did in the last video, I also stated that I never had a beauty dish before, and I bought one. So in this test, what I'm going to do is only use the beauty dish. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it at different distances. So the first distance is going to be 2 feet, because someone was telling me you got to be 2 feet away. So I brought out the trusty tape measure, and we got that distance down to a T. So the little circle cone that it reflects off of, I aimed at from there to like her eyes or nose at 2 feet. The second one was 3.5 feet, and the other one was like 5 feet. I had that thing far back, and I learned some things when I did this. One thing that I learned was, look, I'm gonna keep shooting with my stuff far back because it's just what I like. But I want you guys to see exactly how this test came apart or came about, and look at these results, because for some of you guys, you may like it up close. For me, I like it back. I like it back. But it's different strokes for different folks and different, I can't think of nothing to rhyme, but different equations for different scenarios. It doesn't, you don't know what you want to get all the time, but when you know what you want to get, and if you want it to be punchy and you want it to be contrasty, then bring it on up close. But if you want that beautiful, soft light, you got to bring that thing back. You got to let that light hit that background. Look, I'm telling too much stuff already. Let's go ahead on. We're going to get into it. I'm going to make sure I don't make this too long. And I'm going to kind of try to explain some things as we go. Hold up, yeah, I like that. Keep that right there. Nice. Oh, look at that. Look, oh, you missed it. Look. I love it. All right, cool. Nice. Chin down a little bit. Perfect, just like that. Hold up. Perfect. Before we switch it, let's put the sock on. Okay, let's try this. Okay. What you think?
I like that.
I do too. Like, it gives it such a different look.
Like a golden, like almost.
Like, yeah.
Rose gold or something.
All right, you ready? Let's do some more. Perfect. I like the hand. Cool. Okay, so that was it at 2 feet, and I'm just gonna show these photos. Before, what I was doing was having you guess. Don't got time for that right now. So we're gonna look at these photos, and as you can see with these photos, now does it look good? Yes. I had the sock on some of them, and I had some without the sock on. The sock really looks good to me. I don't know what it is. It gives off a different color, but the white balance is exactly the same, but the color on it just looks a little bit different. So I really like the sock, but as you can see, the light's not touching the background at all. It's just on the subject, so the background's a little bit darker, so if you did want a brighter background, either you would have to use a lighter paper, or what you would have to do is shine some other light on the background. But it definitely kept that light confined to her face. So let's go ahead on and get back into what we did, like 3.5 feet. Okay. 3.5 feet. I'm probably gonna need to turn this up some more, so let's go here, test shot. Too bright. All right, test shot. I'm not gonna lie though, I don't like the way that it looks back here though, compared to like what we got before.
Oh, okay.
But at the same time, I think it's because I like the way it looked when we put that sock on it. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of curious to know what it's gonna look like once we do that. Also, let me lift it more, like that. Oh yeah. Yeah, keep that. Perfect. Eyes only, this way, eyes only. Perfect, chin down a little bit, perfect. Keep that, don't move at all. Okay, so at the 3.5 feet mark, you know, to me, once again, I was liking the way it looked. I kind of liked it better than the ones that was up close. But just personal preference, it started hitting that background a little bit, lighting it up a little bit, and it looked really good. To me, I wasn't even gonna go anymore. I just was gonna deem myself to like this better. And one thing I did do differently this time is, and the first time I used the 85mm lens. This time I used a 105 macro lens, which I also use a lot for my beauty shoots, just because of the detail it gets. It's a Sigma lens. It's not even like a Nikon lens. It's really old. It's actually an F mount. If you guys don't shoot Nikon, basically what that means is it's a lens that was when they had their DSLRs, and I adapted it to go on my mirrorless Z8. So with that being said, let's go ahead on and jump into the one that surprised me the absolute most. It's like 5 feet or something like that. Let's check that out. See what I thought. So let's see how this looks. You know what I noticed? Because it's back and that light is spilling, it's making the background lighter as well.
Kind of like that one. Like that last photo that we saw of that girl.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I like this. Can I have you do that same pose we just was doing with the hand?
Oh yeah.
I forgot what it was, but
Yeah.
it was this one.
Yeah.
It does. This looks real golden. Let me put my aperture up a little bit more. We're gonna go back down. Yeah, perfect. All right, let's get some kind of sort of how. See, you give me the. I like the straight face. I love the straight face because it looks fierce. There we go. There we go. I'm telling you, I like the far away. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the other ones too, the closer ups. Now, this one right here, to me, this was the best one. Did I have to put my power up a little bit? Sure, because the light was further back, right? So I had to put my power back up some so it can reach her face and light her the way it should light her. But while doing that light also spread to the background, giving me this nice skincare beauty type of look that I really, really love. This is just my type of photography style. It's not saying that what you guys like is wrong, because it's not. We all have our styles. So like doing this test right here really did, you know, like I learned a thing or two myself, because, you know, I know that I like the style that I have with my umbrella, but it was just like, you know, the umbrella being so big and huge, you already know that's going to spread on the background. So, you know, using this beauty dish and bringing stuff up close, you know, keeping that tripod with that lens at the same exact distance and everything, I did learn a lot from this. But one thing that I did learn is I just prefer to have my light back more. So I'm happy I could provide you guys with these 3 different samples, because, you know, you may not like it far back the way I do, and then you could kind of, you know, look to see like maybe you like the 2 feet, you know, better. It's definitely confined to the subject, you know, no spillage or anything like that. I think I just really love that spillage. So let me tell you a few things. One, the background was mocha. If you was looking at the modifier that I had on, it's actually the Falcam Move that just got released as well. I'm going to have a video on that because I'm telling you, that product is amazing. If you own a studio, that product is amazing. If you do video, that product is amazing. But maybe if you rent studio, you probably don't want to always have to carry that around and set it all up and stuff like that. But either way it goes, I am curious to know what you guys think in the comment section below. What test do you want me to do next? I will try my hardest to get it done in a timely fashion, because I think that this was pretty timely. Not really sure when it's going to come out, but just know I recorded all of this like days after you guys let me know how you felt about that last video. So until the next time, I am Ryan Troy. Peace. Wait a minute, hold up. So until the next time, I am Ryan Troy. Peace. Yeah, I like that one better. I'm gonna keep both of them because yeah, I'm a human.